Good evening and welcome to Cooking with the Count. Tonight we're going to do a product review on a FoodSaver. You can find all the information on our website as well, www.cookingwiththecount.com. You know, this is an ingenious little instrument that we find very helpful in our kitchen. It saves us a ton of money, especially when it comes to saving food that can go bad a lot faster than you can use. You know, here in Florida, it's very humid. And of course, we get these little bugs called weevils in the flour, in your pasta, and whatever. You know, I think we found a solution that saves us from going through that heartache. You know, whether it's pasta, you know, when they have buy one, get one free, I simply bring it home. I put it in the vacuum sealing bags and they stay airtight so nothing can grow in them. You know, I can keep this pasta for a couple of years and it's fine. Same thing with my flour. You know, this is organic, unbleached bread flour. You know, I don't use a lot of it. You know, I make breads, well, frequently, but to guarantee that my flour is going to be fresh, again, I vacuum seal it right in the package. So it saves me a lot of time. You know, peony, I've only used that once in a great while. Orzo, even my oyster crackers. You know, I love these little things. When I make a chowder, absolutely love them. But it aggravates the daylights out of me because I'm never going to eat the whole bag. You know, we have probably 15, 20 of them at a time. These are probably 3 months old, and right now if I cut that bag open, they're just as crispy as if I just bought them in the store. So, you know, yes, these bags, you know, do cost a little bit of money. But in the same breath, when you look at how much money you save, I really do think it's a good investment. You know, we bought a pound and 3/4 of salad blend. It's an Asiago Parmesan and Romano cheese. It's all sliced up. Well, again, you know, the expiration date is December 17th, 17. You know, it's a couple of months away. Well, guess what? We probably won't use that much of it. But guess what I can do? I can split it in half and I can vacuum seal it, and that cheese will last a long time. Over here we made some ceviche today. Another great feature about this unit is it has a marinating feature to it, where we pull out this little guy, put this on here, and like so, we turn the dial to marinate, turn the power on, push the button. It actually sucks all the air right out of that bowl. You know, FoodSaver has a number of different bowls and jars and whatever that you can buy online or whatever, or directly from FoodSaver, that will save you a lot of time. You know, if you buy a bag of nuts and you don't eat them right away, you know, there's nothing worse than grabbing something that's stale. By taking the air out, you are saving that food. You know, even a jar of nuts, you know, now it's $4, $5, $6, $7, depending upon what you're looking at. Do you really want to just eat a couple of handfuls and then throw it away? Or would you rather just spend a little bit of money, put it in a vacuum bag or one of the jars, and enjoy it in 6 months from now? That's the difference. Same thing when you go to the grocery store. You know, you buy 6 chicken legs, $2.79 a pound. You buy 18 legs for $1.29 a pound. Put them in a vacuum bag. Put them in the freezer. In a second, we're going to step by our freezer, and I'm going to show you what my freezer looks like. I have everything in there, from buffalo to elk, salmon, shrimp, roast, bone and ribeyes, you name it. Everything is in a vacuum bag. Guess what? My wife wants a piece of salmon for dinner. I want a steak. No problem. Everybody gets what they want. I can put it on the grill. Everybody's happy. Nothing to worry about. Not to mention, when something's on sale, you know, salmon's a fish that you can only get a couple times a year. Why just enjoy it during that time? Vacuum seal it, and you can enjoy it through the whole year. I love the vacuum sealer. So with that, we're going to show you a couple of little tidbits in a few minutes. We'll be right back. Having an octopus. Oh, let's see. This thing only dates back to 2/22 of 11. Of course, it was in a block of ice, so I'm not worried about this thing at all. But you have sausage. We have turkey breast. We have, I love ahi tuna. Now, guess what? You know, when I see it on sale, I buy it, vacuum seal it. I can have this anytime I want. Meatballs, turkey breasts. Of course, you gotta have bacon. More turkey breasts or chicken breasts. As you can see, the entire freezer is vacuum sealed. I'm not scared of losing it to frostbite or freezer burn. That's just some of the tips that we're talking about with the FoodSaver. During the hurricane, we were worried about the weather being real bad and even possible flooding. You know, Texas, they didn't anticipate being flooded out the way that they did. So we took all our important documents and put them in vacuum sealed bags. Put them in the safe, so even if the safe went underwater, those documents were going to be safe. Just another feature to the FoodSaver. I'm going to show you what we're going to turn it on. The beauty about this unit is it holds its own bags. And you can make them any size you want. If you make it too big, wind the back up. Ready to make a bag? Push the button, and it does it all by itself. You know, put your items in. This is ready to go. So we can take this bag, beautiful cheese. Look at that, nice. I like that. Like I said, it's just hard. We buy everything in bulk because we save so much money. But in the same breath, you gotta make sure you can use it. I can stop this anytime, or I can let it do it by itself. That cheese will last for a very, very, very long time. Ta-da! As you can see, it's not going anywhere. But the funny part is when you open it back up, it will pretty much, you know, expand itself back up again. Now, the nice part about making the bag a little bit bigger, and I usually do this, if you notice, you know, the things that I'm going to use, but I'm not going to use all of it. It's easier for me to make the bag a little bit bigger, because guess what? Now, I want to open this back up. I just simply cut real close to the seam, like so. I can take out, and this is what I'm talking about. See? But now, I can reseal it again. So I'm not wasting the bag. So don't think for a minute that every time that you cut open a bag, you got to throw it away. No, you can keep on using it. And it's so well worth doing it that way because you're always keeping it fresh. we made this ceviche today, and what I did is I marinated it. We ate a little bit of it. It's delicious. We were going to put it in the refrigerator, and then after we decided to do this product review, so I said, well, let me just pressurize it. So listen closely, and you'll hear what I'm talking about. Now, this ceviche, oh, that smells good. Anyway, it has just melded those flavors together so much better than, well, even sitting overnight. I don't think it would do as good of a job as what this container and this little pump will do. So once again, I think you'll find that this is well worth having. It's easy to clean. The drawback, a couple. I really wish that when it sealed the bag, it didn't waste quite as much space up here. As you can tell, you know, it leaves over an inch of wasted space. Drawback number two, be able to detect liquid and increase the heat to seal. That feature doesn't always work as well as it could. We freeze a lot of Italian sauce, and you know, just a little bit on the sealing unit, and that bag won't seal properly. So on it, I would give it a 4 crowns out of 5. The cord could be a little bit longer. That certainly wouldn't hurt. But as far as all the other features, the marinating part works great. It does heat up if you do a lot of bags continuously. You'll have to wait for it to cool off. Again, not a major deal killer. All in all, it travels with us when we go out on the motorhome and we go out west. We actually take this along when we find salmon on sale for, you know, $3-4 a pound, opposed to $12 to $15 a pound here. Yeah, we stock up. We used to leave home and we'd fill the freezer with all kinds of meat and brats and, you know, fish and all kinds of stuff. And you know, when we were on the out in the campsite, you know, we'd be eating like kings. We figured out a different way of doing it. We leave here now just about empty. A couple of steaks, a few brats, you know, maybe a couple of chicken breasts. And when we get out west or in New England, and they have lobster, you know, on sale a couple of years ago, they had up at $2.99 a pound. Yeah, we bought 38 lobsters. We ate lobsters all the way through the White Mountains and all the way back to Florida. Had plenty of it in the freezer for, you know, for a long time. Like I said, it's something that will save your family a ton of money. You know, during blueberry season, we will pick literally 30, 40, 50 quarts of blueberries. And we'll bring them home, we'll put them on a sheet pan, we clean them all up, wash them. Then we put the sheet pan directly into the freezer. We keep them in there for about 15, 20 minutes. And all the blueberries actually freeze, you know, and of course they stay nice and hard. And then we put them in the vacuum sealing bag. Guess what? We have blueberry pancakes and everything else blueberry all through the year. They don't mush because, of course, they're frozen. You can take fresh fish, you know, and if it's too moist, again, put it on a sheet pan, put it in the freezer, let it sit there for a half hour or so. When it's frozen, then put it in your vacuum sealing bags, and you won't have to worry about the moisture. There's 1,000 different uses that you can do with this, from your vegetables to fruit to meat and fish and everything else. So I think you'll find this a worthy addition to your kitchen. I hope you like this product review. We're not paid to do this. We are doing it to save you time, to give you our experience with these products, and we hope that we can save you some money at the same time. God bless and have a great evening.